think my loved one is using.
Now what?
The first conversation about addiction. Welcome back to Loving Them Without Losing You. I'm Christina Fox, and I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Whether you're supporting someone struggling with addiction, mental health challenges, or other destructive behaviors, this is a place for hope, healing, and healthy boundaries. Most of all, it's a reminder that you are not alone. Today's episode is for the families who are just beginning this journey. Maybe you've noticed changes in someone you love. They're acting differently. Money keeps disappearing. They're sleeping all day or not sleeping at all. They're isolating themselves. Missing work. Their personality seems different. Or maybe someone has told you they're using substances, and your heart just sank. Most of the time, their addiction is usually out of control by the time we truly notice it. If that's where you are today,
Take a deep breath.
I know your mind is racing. You probably have 100 questions. Is it really addiction? How bad is it? What do I say? What if I say the wrong thing? Those questions are normal. The first thing I want you to know is this: don't panic. I know that's easier said than done. When we realize what is going on, many times, we immediately go into crisis mode. We start searching for answers, trying to fix the problem overnight, or convincing ourselves that if we just say the right thing, they'll stop. Unfortunately, addiction doesn't work that way. The first conversation is important, but it isn't usually the conversation that changes someone's life. More often than not, it's the conversation that plants the seed. Before you say anything, educate yourself. Learn about addiction. Learn about recovery. Learn about enabling. The more you understand, the less likely you are to respond from fear. When you're ready to have that conversation, choose your timing carefully. Don't try to talk to someone who's under the influence, intoxicated, in withdrawal, or overwhelmed with emotion. Wait until you're both calm. Choose a private place where they won't feel embarrassed or attacked. Keep the conversation simple. You don't need a long speech. You might say, "I've noticed some changes and I'm worried about you. I love you and I'm concerned. If you ever decide you want help, I'll help you find it." Notice something. None of those statements accuse. They invite conversation. They come from love instead of judgment. Now, there are also things to avoid. Try not to say, "You're an addict. You're ruining everyone's life. If you loved me, you'd quit. You're just being selfish." Those words often create shame. And shame doesn't motivate recovery. In fact, shame often keeps addiction hidden even longer. It's also important to prepare yourself for denial. Many people don't respond by saying, "You're right. I need help." Instead, you may hear, "I can quit anytime. It's not that bad. Everybody drinks." You're overreacting. If that happens, don't argue. Don't try to prove your point. You don't have to win the conversation. You simply have to speak your truth with love and respect. Another thing I encourage families to think about early is boundaries. Boundaries aren't punishments. They aren't about controlling someone else. They're about protecting your own peace while refusing to support the addiction. The sooner that you establish what you are and aren't willing to accept, the better. Things can spiral very quickly without them, and before you know it, you're supporting the addiction instead of their recovery. I also want to mention something that's often overlooked. Addiction isn't the whole picture. Many people struggling with substance use are also living with depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar disorder, or other mental health conditions. This is known as a dual diagnosis, and it means both the addiction and the mental health condition need to be treated together. That's one of the reasons recovery isn't as simple as telling someone to just stop using. Remember, you don't have to wait for your loved one to seek help before you seek help yourself. Read, learn, join a family support group, listen to podcasts, talk with professionals. The healthier you become, the better prepared you'll be for whatever comes next. One conversation rarely changes a life overnight, but one conversation filled with honesty, compassion, and respect can become the seed someone remembers months, or even years, later when they're finally ready for help. If you're at the beginning of this journey, I want you to remember this. You don't have to know all the answers, nor do you have to fix everything today. Your job isn't to force someone into recovery. Your job is to speak with love, protect your own well-being, and leave the door open for hope. Recovery begins when they're ready. I want to thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode encouraged you, I hope you like, share, and follow the podcast. And if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in a future episode, I'd truly love to hear from you. To connect with me, visit my website at ChristinaFoxAuthor.com. From there, you can explore my books, listen to the podcast, read the blog, subscribe to my newsletter, join my Facebook communities, and connect with me across all of my social media platforms. Until next time, protect your peace, choose healthy boundaries, and remember, you can love them without losing you.
Take care.